What'd you say?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm joined by my co-host,
JD.
And what are we talking about?
Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate. The woman you choose is a representation of you.
And yes, they are. Don't go choosing them garden toes and they represent you wrong. Anyways, I'm going to reserve some of my thoughts for each clip. We have 3 clips for you today. We'll give you our commentary after each clip. We'll start with clip number 1. Here goes.
As a man, the woman you choose is a huge representation of you.
Yeah,
right?
it's a reflection.
Do you agree with that? That's your
Yes.
chick. If you're going to introduce her to people, that's my chick, that's my wife, etc. If 100 men have fucking used her and thrown her away before you, how can you say I have something special?
Because that doesn't
when 100
define
men
you.
didn't want her, and I do. If 100 people pick up a sandwich and go, no, and I pick it up off the floor and go, yes, finally, the best sandwich. That's not how the world works, right? This is the unfortunate reality of the world. And scarcity and value are the same thing. Why is gold valuable? Because it's hard to find gold. If there was gold all over the street, if it was on every street corner, it wouldn't have a value, right? So if you're a girl that everyone's had, your value is going to be destroyed. Your value as a woman comes from the fact that people want you and cannot have you. Your value does not come from the fact that everyone wants you and everyone's had you. So the number one thing a man's looking for is a woman who can stand next to him that every single man wants and not a single man can say, I've had. That is why we are interested in chess, virgins, etc. That's the reality of the game. Well said.
That was the end of that clip. Bars or facts. It might be the unflattering truth, but I agree. People put in the comments, fellas, and I want the fellas to put in the comments, if you're courting a woman and you choose to accept her for long-term commitment, when you're vetting, you're not vetting any chick. So when you decide to say, okay, this is a chick that I'm choosing, is she a representation of you? Put your thoughts in the comments. And to be real, ladies, put in the comments as well. What do you think? I'll extend that to you. What's your first thought on that?
Well, I agree with him. And like I said, it's a hard truth. Men and women have different values. Speaking to guys, like over the years as I get older, you start to understand them more and more, and why you lot do things or say things. So for example, he's talking about basically the mileage on a woman.
Okay.
But
what about let's not say the mileage, let's say the quality of that woman.
Yes, the quality, but you also don't want a high
the mileage
value.
plays a role.
Yeah.
But the
overall,
quality,
it will be mileage and quality.
Same thing.
I still have
quality.
because
the mileage is entwined with the quality. So
yeah. Well, I like to use this reference when talking about stuff like this, and it is cars.
Okay.
So, cars. This is a question for the people in the audience. Would you spend, for example, 10K on a used car? I think a lot of people would say no, because it's a lot of money that you're spending for a car and it's used. You don't really want to do that. You would more
want a brand new car.
You want So if it's a lot of money. Even people that will buy cars with less money than that would still want a new car if you're spending a certain amount of money. But I'm just saying, you would prefer one straight out of the showroom or straight off the boat, wherever you get it from.
What is a showroom?
Right? A used car usually has mileage on it. So
You ruffled some feathers there.
It is what it is.
If they got your analogy.
Like I said, it's a hard truth, right? So a used car typically has used mileage. So
City girl number 20.
when buying a car, what's one of the first things people look for when you buy a car? One of the first things is checking the mileage, because you don't want it to be high. You want a low mileage car, right? No matter what you're spending on it, you still want a low mileage
I'm
car.
seeing where you're going with this. Okay.
So another example, if you was to see a car, it's like, oh, this car looks fly. So then I'm using a car in reference of a woman, clearly. So this woman,
Don't objectify me. This is what women say.
okay, cool. But yeah, objectify yourself all the time. But anyway, so let's say, yeah, man, she looks fly. Oh, yeah, I like the look of her.
So the chassis
is good.
So the body works good, but underneath
Thank
is
you.
where it counts.
Exactly. So let's go back to the car. The car is looking nice. The skin on it equaling the paint. The paint on it looks nice. It looks smooth.
Pristine.
Everything. Thank you. Exactly.
Candy apple.
Okay, your favorite color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the appeal of the car is nice. The appeal of the woman is nice.
But the engine is just too much.
Exactly. So
You know why? Do you know why?
Emotional, damn it.
Because they've been ran through.
that too. So does it have high mileage? It has high mileage. Say it's got 80 on the clock. It looks nice. The aesthetics is like, yeah, pleasing.
Yeah.
But mileage is 800 or 80,000 on the clock. It's like, nah,
So
I'm not buying that.
So what in turn you're saying is that women that have been ran through have a high possibility of embarrassing the men that take them seriously for long-term commitment. That's in turn what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Beauty is not hard to find.
No.
A virgin is rare. A
Yes.
quality woman is rare.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying to men to screen and vet and screen and vet and do it again. Ask the right questions.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Kevin Samuels? What's your thoughts? Are you submissive?
Do you like
Do you want to have
Andrew
kids?
Tate?
Yeah, exactly. You say to them, do you like Andrew Tate? I don't like him. What don't you like about him?
Do you
What
like
don't-
Fresh and Fit?
No, what do you like about him? What do you dislike about him?
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell you. They just heard the echo chambers.
Yeah. It's not even your own
I'm just saying.
opinion. It's other people's opinion on him, and you just agree and go with it. Is it really your true thoughts? Questionable.
Yeah.
But,
What else do you want to add?
well, like he said, a man, he wants, if he can get a virgin, he'll take the virgin. If he can get a woman with low mileage, he will take the woman with low mileage. A man would downgrade on a woman's looks to get a better quality woman.
Yeah, it makes sense because men are logical. But why should a man work his arse off? Because my thing is this. Men have to become women just are. Why should a man work his arse off to become the best version of himself to end up, let's say, for example, an IG model that goes on girls' trips, get her back blown out by other men to embarrass him? Now, she's a tat, but he chose her. Just like Andrew Tate said, every man looked at that sandwich and was like, hell no. Why am I going to say, yes, I found gold? This chick ain't rare. Beauty ain't rare. So then if I'm meeting a woman, and women have the thing of they will list off what they want in a man. But then do you know what that very same man wants in you? Do you have those facilities? Do you have those same qualities? Most don't.
Most don't even have that conversation with the man they want to get with either.
Yeah.
So every man is different. I think, I'm going to say all men typically want similar things, right? But yes, every man is different. But if a woman would actually take time to speak to that man that she wants, this is the man you said you want, take that time to speak to him and see what he wants in a woman, and then you can figure out, am I this woman you're
You're right.
describing?
When you're dealing with women that get hollered at on social media, on dating sites by thousands of men, they have an inflated sense of ego. They ain't trying to hear that, right? But if you're dealing with a woman, let's switch gears, right? Responsibility without authority. So I can get with this woman, I can provide for her, but I can't tell her what to do. So then I might say to you, don't wear that short skirt today. Or don't wear it to that club that you're going to because it's a problem. So you want me to have the responsibility of the bills and everything else, but I don't have no authority. I can't help you.
See, you use the word authority. A lot of women will use the word controlling. From the reference you use in regards to clothing, right? The reference you use, a lot of women call it, that's controlling. I wouldn't call it controlling. I would call it protection.
4 P's.
Exactly.
Part of those 4 P's is protection.
Exactly. I would call it protection. Now, if you go outside dressed like a
garden tool,
then I was gonna use a different word, but yes, then expect to be treated like one. Now, if your man is saying, don't go outside dressed like that because people will
treat you a certain
way, they'll look at you a certain way based on how you're dressed.
But women go off of the delusion and their alternate universe say, well, men shouldn't. And I agree, men shouldn't, but it's not the way the world works. Now, let me say my last point on this. And people, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and put in the comments what's some of your thoughts as far as dating women, authority, responsibility without the authority, all of that good stuff. Well, hit the like button. Anyways, can you turn a garden tool into a housewife or a woman that's had a past? Food for thought, right? Because she's a representation of you as well. So let's be realistic. Most women you meet in today's day and age has had a past. Some, in my opinion, can be rehabilitated to what they're supposed to be. But some are what they're supposed to be is a garden tool.
Yeah.
It just depends on it's a case-by-case situation.
Definitely is a case-by-case situation.
But can you turn a garden tool into a housewife?
A garden tool that's a full-blown garden tool?
I'm talking she's on Hot Girl number year 20.
No.
Because
what you said before in regards to everyone's situation is different, and you know what you just said.
Yeah.
My brain is not working with me right now. But yeah, I think if you're like a straight up
Tatiana.
Yeah, then I will say no. But if it's a thing of she had a struggle past sort of thing, and I hear
what you're saying, right? Some women have reasons to why there was a garden tool. I get it. There's black and white, and there's some gray areas. I get it. But I'm saying, can you turn a garden tool into a housewife? But more time, you're going to meet women, most of them, generally speaking, have a past.
Yeah.
I know chicks, I think are good women, but they've had a past.
Yeah.
Due to underlying issues. I get it. That's the gray areas. But
other than that, I would say
sometimes do you really want to run the risk? Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. It just depends. Because you don't know reoccurring issues come up because she can't figure her issue out. I'm just saying, that's my final thought on that. People put in the comments, what do you guys think? Let's move on to clip number 2. Do you want to add anything?
Nope, you said it.
All right, cool. Here's clip number 2.
I think simps and cucks are the reason why women are getting more delusional every day. You're setting a certain standard in their mind because they're not going to pick you. They're going to use and abuse the things that you offer them. You're gonna spend a bag on them, send them money on OnlyFans, buy them shit online. Like, you guys are the reason why women are getting more delusional every day. Women have to take accountability also. I cover that all the time. But I don't think y'all realize, you guys complain about being single, being lonely, not getting the chick you want, but you're not putting any effort into yourself. Not going to the gym, but you're also not dating within your league. You're getting these small dopamine hits from these OnlyFans chicks, these Instagram chicks. They really just want your money, your small bit of attention, your validation for the day, but they're not going to date you. You're ruining your self-esteem by not bettering yourself. So date within your league, or boss the fuck up. You know, you like someone that's out of your caliber. Be real with yourself. Be fucking for real. Don't call women delusional if you as a man haven't done everything you need to do to be a real man.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll let you start.
Just to clarify quickly, some people may have heard what she said properly. Some people may not have. So she said simps and cucks.
So you want to break down certain parts. Simps and cucks. Okay.
It's just some people may not have heard.
They heard
what
them
she
loud and
said
clear.
properly. But yes, yes. Are some men simps and cucks? Yes.
Are simps and cucks beta males? Are they messing the game up?
Yes. A lot.
But they're doing that to their own detriment. So
Also,
women want men that are better than them. 80% of women are striving for the top 20% of men. Now, if simps are trying to out nice or outprice the other guy, there's always another guy that's richer. There's always Pookie, Ray, Brad, Tyrone, and all of them. Right? This is facts. But you got beta males that are naive. And then you got some simps that say, oh, I'm going to do this for you. But my thing is this. You can't negotiate attraction. She's just not that into you. Nope. Look, the nice guy and the good guy, right? Women generally want the nice guy or the good guy, is it right? When it's time to...
Oh, now she wants to cash out.
That's when she wants him, right?
Later on in life,
Yeah, when she's ran through.
when you're 30 upwards.
So that same guy that is a simple beta male cock or whatever, right? She feels like she's settling for you, which means you're leaving the top tier guys. You're making it better for them because she's saying, you know what? Maybe I'd run for you, but I'd rather be his side chick than your main. Food for thought.
She doesn't feel like she's settling for you. She is settling for you. She knows that she's settling for you because
She ain't settling for him. She feels that way because she can't do no better. She's overweight or she being ran through. She's old. She got multiple kids.
Yeah.
She feels that she could do better because she being ran through by better caliber dudes. So she feels. So that means she feels that way. But what she deserves, okay, no one deserves anything. But what she should get is that same male that she's looking at, that beta male, where she's saying, I think I'm better than him. That's what she should get. That's a hard pill to swallow for most.
yeah, that's true. I want to just say something from what the woman's actually talking about. She's talking about the fellas. Fellas, it's on you today, guys. I just find it funny that a lot of men are quick to cuss and say things about women and tell them about themselves, but don't even have their own ish together.
That's true.
Simps and cucks, they allow
So hold on. A cuck is a dude that pretty much allows his woman to get smashed by other dudes. A simp is a dude that puts a woman's needs
before.
above his own.
Yeah.
And the beta male, obviously he's in the passenger seat. A woman's in charge. She leads. He might be masculine. But you get where I'm going with it.
I think, okay, there are different sections.
There's levels to this ish.
Yeah. But I think overall, those sort of men allow women to walk all over them. And they typically will get used and abused. As in, you can't tell a woman no. Because the woman okay, first of all, a lot of women want to be in control and they like to control these sort of men as well.
Do women deep down want to be in control?
No, they don't. But they know that they can use you
For your resources?
for
what they
your
can get?
resources. Exactly. Like literally anything down to food. They'll use you for the food.
Really cool.
Exactly. So why can they use and abuse you? Because you don't know how to tell women no.
It's not that they don't know how to tell women no. Is they think that, oh, this is the last chance I'm going to get. So if I say no to this woman, when am I going to get my next fix? You got men signing up to OF, fans only. Let me call it that, right? And people say, why do you sign up to this subscription? Because they get to chat to these women like, oh, she spoke to me. A woman that looks like that spoke to me. And these guys are gassed. That's why they do it, right? I don't want. This is not the podcast today for me to go into the depths of it. But some guys are weak. But continue your point.
Well, I kind of want to move on from the point I was trying to make from
that.
before, but guys will complain about not getting women, not being able to get, bedroom fun, or they haven't had bedroom fun in
Inside joke.
in a year or so. So,
Okay.
you need to basically, fellas, you need to get your ish together. So, okay, things like your dress sense. A lot of men don't know how to dress. So, okay, you want to get, men typically want to get a very attractive woman.
Yeah.
Because you lot,
Or the best that they can get for what they've got.
yes. But take that away for a second. You lot are visual.
Yes.
You want the most attractive woman there is on this earth.
Yes.
Right? So,
And the most fertile and the most youthful.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
to get that sort of woman, you have to have certain things in check. And a lot of men don't have certain things in check, right? So clothing, for example, you don't dress well, right? You don't dress well. You haven't put your stuff together properly. You're not coordinating what's going on. Okay. I've got a list. I'm going to go through it quickly. So some men, they smell funky.
Guys, take heed.
Get your pen and paper, please. Ladies, I'm trying to, let these guys know to help you lot out. So
Women love this part.
smell funky, because for some of the guys, you haven't washed in you haven't bathed your skin in 3 days.
But hold on. B. Simone said recently.
Yeah, nasty.
For example, if she showers on Monday, the next time she showers
Thursday.
is Wednesday, Thursday. You need to learn how to close your mouths. See, fellas, I took one back. City boys, we up.
Okay, you get 1 point. You get 1 point.
Continue.
You get 1 point. B. Simone, why did you do that to us, man? Anyway.
Don't say us, it's her.
Yeah, her.
But yeah.
I mean, as a woman. But anyway. So, yes, hygiene is a massive thing. Clean yourself, please. Use deodorant. And please also cream your ashy skin. That would really help also. This is what things women look out for when they, So if you want any woman, these are typically the things women look out for.
Yeah.
So I'll continue. Men that don't cut their hair or even wash it on a regular basis.
Women generally want men that groom themselves.
Groom. Nothing wrong with
Well
it.
put together.
We like that shit.
Okay.
Having dirty fingernails. Just wash your hands.
I've heard many
Very
women
simple.
say, the
Wash your
fingernails.
hands, cream your hands. It's not hard. It's
Yeah.
not difficult. Please go to the gym. Please do that. Even for yourself.
So look like you can protect them and be healthy because that muscular dude looks like he can protect me.
Yep.
And he's gonna have a better quality of life. So this is biology you're talking.
Yep.
Okay.
Then you get some guys. I'm going back to clothing again quickly. You live in a tracksuit.
Okay.
The only thing in your wardrobe are tracksuits and trainers. Don't do that. Remember the type of woman you are aiming for as well. You want the 8, 9s, and 10s, right? This is the women you're aiming for. Change your wardrobe. You don't own a shirt. You don't own trousers. You don't own shoes.
Some guys argue, I'm the man. Like, why do I have to do all of that?
Okay, you can say that. Are you getting the women you want? No. Anyway, so like I said before, change your attire. These are some examples to go towards.
So So image is key.
It is.
what you're saying. But the thing is, what I see is that a lot of men, they since the dawn of time, they throw other men under the bus. So they say, skip all of those things that were just mentioned. Image, finances, physicality, charisma, all of those things.
And I didn't even go into all of that yet.
I know. I'm listening off. So I'm saying, men say, forget that. I'll just throw the other guy under the bus. While all the other men are out hunting for the village, I'm going to sneak up in there and try to slide up in these women, or in today's culture, in their DMs. But you're not getting the outcomes that you want.
Exactly.
Sometimes dudes are shady.
Sometimes. There's a lot of shady guys out there. So I'm just giving some examples. You went into a little bit more depth in regards to finances and stuff like that. But the things I said, I think is quite simple things that you should typically do anyway. But I think it's just easy things that you can start doing to aim towards what you want.
In layman terms, men should be more productive, whether that be via the gym, being more sociable, finances, basic level survival.
You're an
that
adult
turns
too.
women on. I get it. People, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Put in the comments, what do you guys think? And you know, some men will be like, unsubscribe. But this is the truth though. Simps and beta males mess up the game.
Can I just add this quickly?
Yeah.
A lot of simps and beta males, like I said before, they would, a lot of men that are like that have low self-esteem. You see, because you can't get women and you don't think you're good enough, maybe you may be depressed, you may feel low about yourself. This is going towards mental health. I think a lot of men need to,
Therapy.
Go to therapy. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's how you feel within yourself. So you feel low. What you said earlier in regards to your boy, your male friend is making comments to you because maybe you look fly and they ain't looking so great.
So you're saying you should give each other power.
You should give each other power, but I'm saying the list I gave earlier is also for yourself. So you look good, you feel good. So I'm saying it will help your mental.
So you get however you get your confidence is how you get it, as long as you got it. That's what turns women on. Last thing I want to say on that is this, right? I have to highlight this. What about men that get into relationships, but they get too comfortable and they're not the person that they was in the beginning? Now, I've seen men get comfortable. I know this personal. And they're not the same person. They're not who the woman signed up for. And they've got comfortable in their relationship. They're more about the woman. Don't know their friends anymore. They've gotten fat. They're not sociable. The woman didn't sign up for that. She signed up for a little bit of turmoil. You're not that guy anymore. So I would say for guys, still be productive. Act like you got somewhere to go, something to do. Not even act. Be that person. Go to the gym. Still chill with your friends. Don't air your friends out. Holler. Be sociable. Because when your life revolves around your woman, expect that cheating to happen or for her to leave. That's my final thought on that. People, put in the comments if some of these things we mentioned resonates with you. We're going to play the final clip of today. Here's clip number 3.
So what you say?
I said women don't like dudes who got their own, who don't need them. They rather deal with men who are not that intellectually aggressive, who gonna let them say what they want and do what they want. They rather deal with a man like, not saying you like that, but most women out here don't want to deal with a man who gonna say, baby, nah, don't wear that. Nah, baby, don't talk like that. They don't really want to deal with that. They rather deal with a dude who let them say and do whatever they want to do. And they think if a man be a man, he's toxic.
So my question was, do you fuck with a real woman?
Let me answer that question.
And the reason why I asked is
listening.
because if you fuck with a real woman, she's going to agree with you. Hey, maybe I shouldn't step outside wearing
I
this,
respect that,
this
baby.
nasty ass shit.
Let me answer that. This the problem. The real woman is standing too close to the hose, so we don't know the difference until we start talking to y'all. No, listen. I met a lot of women. It don't mean, I don't care if they from the hood. I don't care if they got 2 parents. Their interests are the same. It's like right now, right? If you see 10 lions coming down the street, are you going to try to figure out which lion going to bite your ass or not? You're going to be like them 10 lions. So unfortunately, the real woman agree with too much shit that these hoes is on, so we don't know the fucking difference.
Yeah, facts on that, man.
Bars.
I don't know the hoes from the decent chicks, man. I'm just saying, okay, my first thought is this. Do women settle with certain kinds of men, low caliber men, because it's easy, it's convenient, because deep down they can't do no better and they don't want to do the internal work? Ladies, that's to you. Men, you know what I'm talking about. Put your thoughts in the comments. Do women settle for low caliber men because it's easy and convenient and I can control him? It's more time. When the dude's a certain caliber, a woman goes, no. What do they say? He's too controlling. They use the words. They find some kind of word to describe the man, basically because that dude that's a certain caliber, he's the mirror. And he shows her reflection. And she goes, I ain't good enough. I ain't good. I don't qualify for this man. You know why? Because she doesn't have the facilities. It's unfortunate. But then they argue, oh, there's this guy and I was a good woman to him. And what's the point in being a good woman for the wrong man? See, I'm going to speak on this whole struggle love BS. This ain't the podcast for it today, but I just want to highlight it now. How many women go for this so-called guy and they're the good woman? They pick certain kind of man because it's easy and it's convenient. But men can't decipher whether certain chicks are quality women or not.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I like the term he used in regards to if you see 10 lions, are you running away? You're gonna say then decipher who's a nice lion, who's a horrible lion. You're not gonna do that. So, ladies, I think if you want to set yourself apart, from the rest, you have to show that you're different.
How?
Okay, let's use clothes for example, or your appearance. If you all are wearing the same thing, if you're wearing the same thing as the other chicks that you say you're not like,
long eyelashes, weave down to their back, the tights, the clogs or the
clogs,
the funny boots.
Back in the day.
No, I'm just saying, and the attitude, right?
Yeah,
the skimpy-ish.
Yeah, so
you look the same, but you I get it, it's the culture. But
yeah,
you're not standing out.
Exactly, you look the same. So a guy walking down the road sees 10 of you, he don't know which one of you is, I need to go for her, because you all look the same.
So have natural hair and not that lace front.
Stand out.
Okay.
And I don't mean by changing your hair bright blue. I mean doing other things. Yes, I think you should stand out, honestly. If you don't want to be, I'm gonna more say you say you're different to the rest. So then I'll say stand out in that sense. What else did he say? He was talking about women that say that, I said it earlier as well, in regards to clothes that you wear, and a lot of women will call it being controlling, the man being controlling. Yeah, your image. Like I said before, I don't see it as being controlling. I see it as protection.
But you're speaking after the fact of meeting that woman. But prior to meeting that woman, how do I know she's different? I'm going to see her the same as Muhammad Ali said. Don't quote me word for word. I might be chopping this up a little bit, right? But he was doing an interview and he was like, I don't think all white people are the same, but how do I separate them? If you see 10,000 snakes slithering down a stream, how do I know who's different from the other one? They all look the same. What do I do? So this guy is breaking down the same analogy, right? But I'll say this. Let me switch gears. Fellas, what I believe in screening and vetting. What screening and vetting tactics or questions do you ask to decipher if this is a good quality woman or a bad quality woman? Put in the comments some of the questions you ask. I've said it before. Simple things. What car she drives. It's easy to trigger a feminist. It's easy to trigger them. You know, what way do you vote? Who should pay on dates? Ask questions, build rapport, have understanding. After a while, she'll be triggered. Talk that 50-50-ish. Listen, there's so many things you could ask. Do you like Andrew Tate? What do you think about Kevin Samuels? You know, even when you're talking to her, what happened in your last relationship? When she's telling you it was all his fault, these are all signs.
He was a misogynist. He was toxic. He
It
was a
him,
woman beater.
No accountability. Guys, put in the comments what some of your screening and vetting that you use to decipher who is bad and who is good, who you would take for long-term commitment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. What's some of your thoughts?
You kind of said it all, if I'm honest.
Did I?
But I do definitely agree with the things that he was saying. You have to stand out as a woman. If you don't want to be treated the same like every other girl, stand out. Make it known that you're different. Like you said, have conversations. Say, I cook, I clean. Or, you know.
What about the women that are the chameleon, soft girl era,
Yeah.
where they're pretending to be something that they're not?
I say for men, if you, obviously you're still going through the screening and vetting period, and I think you should continue talking to that woman, because eventually, what's the saying? What's the
What's
saying?
in the darkness will come to
come
light.
to light. Exactly. It's only so long a chameleon can show that fake side to her.
And it's easy to trigger them. It's easy to get them to show their true colors
colours, yeah.
and not their representative, because that's who you meet when you first, meet someone in it. But my thing is this: men are fed up. This is what I see. So men are not necessarily, women don't even, they say they want certain outcomes and they don't even speak to those men to get better outcomes, right? So men are fed up, right? There's a survey. It says by 2030, 45% of women will be single and childless. That's a massive number. I can only imagine what the number will be in the black community, because we're already at least a 70-80% single motherhood. So we there. So in the next 7 years, because Christmas is around the corner.
Yep.
So we're going to be there in the next 7 years. Where are we going to be at? Women want relationships. They want to have kids. These women are not older women, they're young women, and they're going to be single and childless because they haven't taken heed. And the whole red pill space, or the space of men's space, where they're saying, this is what we want, this has gone mainstream. So they can try to shame men and use all those sign language for men's preferences. But men are saying, I'm opting out. I don't want this.
I would say for women, if you say that you want a man and you want a family and stuff like that, you can't really be serious if you're not willing to put in the work to get that man. You're not serious. You don't really want a family. You don't really want a man.
Exactly.
Because if
the
you
culture.
did, you would put in the work. You would say, okay, cool. This is what I need to do in order to get what I want. This is why we say talk to each other. The men talk to women, women talk to the men. Find out what you want. Men do typically listen to what women want, because you kind of have to.
But it's one-sided.
Know that. Yes, it is. It is one-sided. But I would say for women that want, especially the type of man you want, you need to put in work. So if you're overweight, you need to lose that weight. If you have a bad attitude, you need to change that. If you have...
They think that they're God's gift. Ask a chick this. Are you submissive? What do you mean? So
it's slavery.
We throw it up in the air, right? What is a woman? Women don't even know what a woman is. See, I'm happy to be a man. I'm not whoop whoop. on Monday and Tuesday and heterosexual the rest of the week. I know what I am. I'm masculine and I'm proud to be that. But women, they don't know what men want. They don't even know what a woman is. The men that they say they want, they're not even willing to compete for.
Exactly.
So then I'm not surprised when you look at these surveys where they say pretty much half the women are going to be single and childless. And these are not old women that can't have kids. These are young women.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to screen a vet a woman, ask her, are you willing? Are you submissive? Are you traditional? 50-50. Who should pay the bills? You find that raw. These women are saying, I want the man to be traditional, but I'm going to be modern. That's all the telltale signs. Recreational use.
But going back to women, like you said, recreational use. If you don't want to be used for these things, you need to change the things you're doing.
What they do. But they do want to be used.
Well, then you're going to have the outcome of being single and childless.
Another failed talking stage. That's my final thought on that. Do you want to add anything more before we close out?
No.
It is what it is. People, put in the comments, what is some of your thoughts? We got the conversation started.
We did.
It is what it is. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And that being said, we'll see you in the next one. Peace. We out.